Welcome. You're tuned into Tangled Threads. If you're digging our content, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Hey everyone. It's super late when I'm typing this, so my apologies for any misspells. I've always been the kind of person who prided herself on being stable. Married to Cole for 12 years, 3 beautiful kids, a house in the suburbs, the whole 9 yards. Cole is one of those guys everyone likes. He's strong, both physically and emotionally. The kind of strength that's quiet but unwavering. He's been my rock through everything. That fateful night, I just wanted to blow off some steam. Work had been hell, and with the kids always needing something, I felt like I was losing myself bit by bit. So, I went to this bar downtown, a place I'd never been before. The atmosphere was different, vibrant, alive in a way that spoke to the part of me that had been dormant for so long. A few drinks in, I met her, Kara. She was like no one I'd ever encountered, bold, with an infectious laugh and eyes that seemed to see right through me. We talked, danced, and one thing led to another. Before I knew it, I was waking up in a strange bed, with memories of the night before crashing over me like waves. The guilt hit me first. How could I do this to Cole? To our kids? But then, there was this other feeling, a sense of clarity. I realized that what happened with Kara wasn't just a drunken mistake, it was a revelation. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was seeing myself clearly. I was gay. The next few days were a blur. I avoided Cole, making excuses not to be home. I knew I had to tell him, but how do you break your best friend's heart? How do you upend your kids' lives? Finally, I couldn't hide anymore. Sitting across from him at our kitchen table, I spilled everything. The night out, Kara. The realization. I braced myself for anger, for disappointment. But Cole, he just listened. Once I'd finished, there was this long silence that felt like it stretched on forever. Then, he spoke. His voice was calm, but I could hear the hurt beneath it. So, what does this mean for us? For the kids? He asked, his voice strained. I couldn't contain my enthusiasm for my new journey, perhaps naively so. I need to explore this new part of me, Cole. I think I need to be on my own, to really understand myself. The kids, they'll be okay, right? You're amazing with them, and I know you'll take great care of them. His response wasn't what I expected. You're leaving us? Because of a night out? Because you've suddenly decided you're gay? The hurt in his voice was palpable, but I was too caught up in my own revelation to fully grasp the impact of my words. Yes, I have to be true to myself, Cole. It's not just a decision. It's who I am. The conversation spiraled from there. Cole couldn't understand how I could so readily abandon our family, our life together. And I couldn't understand why he couldn't see how important this was for me, for my happiness. In the weeks that followed, things escalated quickly. Cole filed for divorce and full custody of the kids, citing my abandonment. I was shocked. I thought he'd support my journey, understand that I needed to find my happiness. But there I was, facing him in court, bewildered by how quickly our lives were falling apart. Despite everything, I remained focused on my new path. The possibility of starting anew, of being true to myself, overshadowed the turmoil. I visited the kids occasionally, but my mind was often elsewhere, dreaming of a future where I could fully embrace my identity. Cole was awarded full custody, and while part of me knew it was for the best, given my new priorities, it was still a blow. He managed everything with a strength and grace that made me realize just how much I had underestimated him. He took care of the house, the kids, making sure they felt loved and secure despite everything. As I embarked on this new chapter of my life, I couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and guilt. I knew I was pursuing my truth, but the cost was higher than I ever imagined. Cole and the kids seemed to be managing well, a testament to his resilience and commitment as a father. This journey has been anything but easy. I've faced judgment and battled my own guilt. But through it all, my focus on discovering and living my truth has remained unwavering. I'm still figuring things out, still trying to build a new life where I can be true to myself. It's a work in progress, and some days are harder than others. But for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm on the right path, even if it means walking it without my family by my side. Update. In the whirlwind of my newfound identity, I had thrown myself into this idea of being gay with such conviction, believing that one night had unveiled the truth of who I was meant to be. The subsequent fallout with Cole and the upheaval of our family life only cemented my resolve to pursue this path, despite the pain it caused. Driven by this belief, I found myself returning to the same club where I'd met Kara, seeking confirmation of this new identity. The atmosphere was just as vibrant, the crowd just as lively, and the sense of freedom just as intoxicating. Yet, as the night unfolded, an unexpected realization began to dawn on me. I interacted with several women, each interaction laced with the possibility of repeating that revelatory experience. But as the night wore on, the connections felt increasingly hollow, the conversations forced. The more I tried to immerse myself in the environment that had sparked my supposed awakening, the more out of place I felt. It was during a quiet moment, leaning against the bar and watching the throngs of people, that the truth hit me with startling clarity. I wasn't gay. The night with Kara hadn't been the unveiling of a hidden truth, but rather a moment of vulnerability and connection that was profound because of its rarity in my life at that time. It wasn't about Kara's gender. It was about feeling seen, understood, and momentarily freed from the constraints of my daily life. The weight of this realization was both freeing and crushing. I thought about Cole, about our kids, and the life I had so hastily abandoned in pursuit of a truth that wasn't mine. The guilt was overwhelming. I had upended our lives on a misconception, a misinterpretation of my feelings. In the days that followed, I wrestled with what to do next. The idea of facing Cole, of admitting my mistake, was daunting. I had hurt him deeply, shattered our family on a quest for personal truth that turned out to be a detour. Eventually, I mustered the courage to reach out to him. We met at a quiet cafe, a neutral ground that felt heavy with the weight of our past and the uncertainty of our future. I explained everything, the confusion, the night at the club, and the painful realization that had followed. Cole listened in silence, his expression unreadable. When I finished, there was a long pause, a chasm of hurt and betrayal between us that words could barely bridge. "I don't know what to say," he finally admitted. "A lot of me wants to be angry, to lash out at the pain and disruption you've caused. But another part of me, I just feel sad. For the kids, for what we've lost in this confusion of yours." I nodded, tears streaming down my face, fully aware of the magnitude of my mistake. "I know I can't undo what's been done, but I want to try to make things right, in whatever way I can. I miss you, Cole. I miss our family." The path to reconciliation was long and fraught with challenges. Cole was understandably wary, his trust in me shattered. The kids were confused, their lives upended by my actions and decisions. But as days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, we began to find a new rhythm, a way to coexist and slowly rebuild what had been lost. Instead of moving back home, we reached an agreement that allowed me to visit the kids almost any time, provided Cole wasn't busy. This arrangement was born out of a mutual understanding that, while our marital relationship had changed, our commitment to co-parenting and ensuring the well-being of our children remained paramount. These visits became the foundation for rebuilding trust and re-establishing a connection with my family, not as a wife, but as a devoted mother intent on healing the rifts my actions had caused. Our journey through counseling, both individually and together, served as a crucial tool in navigating the complex web of emotions, hurt, and betrayal that had enveloped our family. It was a process marked by moments of painful honesty, forgiveness, and the slow rekindling of a bond that had been tested in the most challenging ways. Through this process, we rediscovered a semblance of the love and partnership that had initially brought us together, albeit in a new form. This chapter of our lives, though marked by turmoil and heartache, ultimately underscored the enduring strength of family ties and the possibility of healing, even in the face of profound mistakes and misunderstandings. My journey of self-discovery, fraught with missteps and revelations, brought me to a deeper understanding of what it means to love, to parent, and to face oneself with honesty and courage. This has got to be the worst one I've ever read. This woman is just awful. Jesus. Anyways, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.